Hello everyone, Split Persona here, and welcome back to Mechanicus. We are picking up where we last left off, but we are going to spend our Blackstone and go over here to the Cohort tab and begin upgrading our Tech Priest finally. So, we have 2 Tech Priests as of right now. So, and we can rename them. So the first one we're going to rename is going to be Mego Split. Let me capitalize that. And the other one is going to be Persona. There we go. Now, what you can do with these is you have a couple of different options. They automatically start out with, you know, a few weapons already unlocked. But these are your augment slots. So basically, you upgrade them through disciplines, and that will unlock different slots that you can use. So first we're going to upgrade Split. Yes, I know how to use it. Okay. He is going to be our heavy hitter. So I'm going to want him to go down both some of these trees here. Okay, so we have Explorator, Secutor, Tech Auxiliarum, Lex Mechanicum, Engisir, and Dominus. So if we look at the Engisir class here, this one right here, Auto Repair, restores 1 HP at the end of the unit's turn. He's going to be our heavy hitter. High HP. I want to at least get him to this point on this skill tree. I probably won't put him past that point. I would like to get all of them to this so they can at least start to heal themselves. So all of them will at least get auto repair. But for Split, for Mego Split, he will go down the Dominus tree. Ranged weaponry is going to be his main deal. If you look down here at the bottom, Rites of Range. If no melee weapon is equipped, gain +1 damage, +1 physical armor, and +1 energy armor, +4 range for ranged weapons, and +15% critical chance. Now, there are other class upgrades that I can give him, but this will be primarily what he goes into. So he can specialize in ranged weaponry. The other thing that I want to give all of them is this one here. Generate 1 cognition point at the beginning of the unit's turn if the gauge is empty. That is very helpful. And then he will also get this. Your next weapon's attacks cognition cost is reduced by 2 cognition points. Since he's going to be using a lot of the big heavy weapons, he's going to also want this here. So he's going to want to spec into this here, okay, so that he can get some armor and stuff like that. And then he's going to want to go into the ranged weapons and get these 2 perks here. So the first one we're going to go with is, let's see, probably the generate the cognition point, because that is always a good one to have. Because if my Tech Priest can give me 3 cognition points, that is always a bonus. Persona, on the other hand, is going to be my primary healer. So, there is, in the Lex Mechanica, there is these. Is it Lex Mechanica? Or I'm looking at the wrong one, I believe. Actually. Yes, I'm looking at the wrong one. It's Engiseer. So if we look at the Engiseer one, which is this one over here, he's going to automatically, restore the 1 HP at the end. But he'll also be able to heal one target for 3 HP. His repairers will do 2 more HP repairing, and they'll take 1 less cooldown. And he can choose between 2 different canticles, which are basically your little in-mission bonuses. He can either restore all HP on all tech priests, or restore all HP on all troops. So he's going to be my healer for the most part. But again, I'm still going to want to go and do the generate the cognition points on both of them. Now that both of them are set up, the first thing we need to do is I need to get them weaponized. So we're going to give them both the same weaponry for right now because I don't really have a large selection. So this is basically, this axe here costs a cognition point, but it will allow me to melee attack. And this pistol does not cost anything. So it'll give them a little bit of a ranged option and a melee option. So let's jump back into the missions and see what we have available to us. So if we do this mission here, we can get an Infectus Manadendrite, which will single target melee attack, knocks back the target by 1 tile, and deals 1 physical damage. And this here is our healing tool, which is what we need for our 1 tech priest. This mission will give us a better pistol, and it will give us this. Target has a 50% chance to miss you with its attack for 1 round. We are going to do this mission here so we can get the healing tool, because it's never a bad idea if you have the extra slots to automatically have all your tech priests equipped with at least 1 of these, because that is never a bad thing to be able to heal. So we're going to launch this mission, and then this is our loading screen for where we load into the dropship. So we're going to select both our tech priests, both split and persona, and then we're going to select our servitors and just fill it up. And as we go, we will unlock more slots. Now, we don't have any canticles available to us. The first one we have is just restore 5 HP on the active unit that we have selected, but we don't have anything else, so we're going to just hit deploy. Tech Acquisitor Scavala, I asked you on this mission because of your experience with surveying alien artifacts and organisms. And so the heretics, the Stygian, can plunder this world for its secrets. Your assertion equals false. If objection concerns offense, go to a different mission. And leave you free to do as you will? A dereliction of logic, Scavolus. Mechanicus 16.4. Watch your brother, for his sin of heresy is thy sin of tolerance. Silva Tenebris evaluation commences. Plus wonders, plus opportunities, plus secrets. Rare chance for discoveries, intelligence on Xenos. Must not fail to exploit. The logic of your enthusiasm eludes me, Tech Inquisitor. My emotional cores return only peril to our mission personnel and the threat of the awakening Xenos. Therefore, I am on this mission. My role equals gather intelligence, seek truth, return to human comprehension. Dictates of Mars retrieval. Gather knowledge for the good of all. And how are you to go about that, Scavala? Field operations in person equals some optimal. Sending tech priests instead equals optimal. First objective. Gather field specimens for study. Location, Tomb of Acophrus. commence immediately. Alright. Let us commence this mission. Given the reports from the Tomb of Acropos, there should be plenty of samples in there for you to collect, Magos. Of course. But first you have to kill them. My talents equal dissection after the fact. I leave the location, identification, execution to your tech priest, Magos. I trust this will be worth the effort, Scabola. These are men and women, fellow devotees of the cult Mechanicus. Agreed. Valid point raised. Ensure human corpses are returned as well. Plus opportunity to study the effect of Necron technology on human flesh. Okay. So, let's save this here. And, yeah, he is very much the scientist of the group. So, we have a couple of different options available to us. So, we have these rooms here that we gotta go to. Let's see what we get. Speculation. Tomb poses autonomous repair, defense, maintenance capabilities. Further study equals yes. Have some collected for me, Faustian. The chamber ahead has suffered damage from the shifting of the landscape above. Several dozen tiny beetle-shaped constructs are scurrying about industrially as they repair the damage. Acquire. Collect a couple of scarabs for study. Acquire plus. Attempt to collect several of the scarabs. It is how they act as a group that the greatest insights will be found. Or ignore. There is no time for such deviations from the mission. Ignore the scarabs. Let's just acquire a few. Governing intelligence controls these scarabs equals fascinating plus deeply troubling plus fascinating. Plus 2 cognition points. Nice. Alright, let's save the game. Like I said, I'm going to be saving every time, just in case. Right. And now, this is a glyph room. So we click on the glyph, and we have these. This panel controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room beyond which is filled with cognition. If we can work out the right commands, then we can reap the rewards within. And we got Blackstone. So, if you look up here in this bar, we have the Tomb's Awaken level. As we explore rooms, this gauge will fill up. And every time it fills up completely, a new mechanic will come into play when we get to the final room or any other boss room where we have to fight. So, let's move on to the next room. And you'll see it should... Yep, there it goes. Warning, our presence has been detected. Self-preservation versus curiosity. Conflict unresolved. Desirous of knowledge what purpose chamber serves. The chamber ahead is lined with glowing green cylinders, each pulsing with power. The air is thick and greasy, and arcs of static electricity leap from the cohort's extremities as they approach. This chamber is almost certainly extremely dangerous, but it is the only way forward. Shut down. Attempt to shut down the strange Necron devices. Slow and steady, move through the chamber with extreme caution, carefully monitoring the energy levels. Or study. Try to understand the purpose of this Necron technology. Let's just go slow and steady through it. Awakening increased by 1. Necron initiative increased by nothing, it looks like. Okay. So our awakening went up 1 because we took some time. So I guess it's okay, but, you know, not the best at the same time. So let's move on to the next room. Here's another glyph. And since we did this one, we know what this gives us: Blackstone. So we're going to go for that one again, because we need as much Blackstone to upgrade our Tech Priest. Alright, let's hit these last two rooms. And the other thing you can do is, you don't have to extra Necrons in battle. Commence Enthusiasm. Acquire at all cost. One of the Necron war forms remains after the rest of the fallen constructs teleport away. It fades in and out of reality as if about to disappear. Execute. The Necron may not be deactivated. Ensure it isn't destroyed. Extrapolate. Take targeted sensor readings of the Necron as it phases out. Extract. Grab the Necron for the transport back to the Castus Metallicum. Ooh. Let's take targeted sensor readings. Let's do that. Data receiving. Cognator. Error 404. Data does not conform to known reality. Known reality correction required. Fascinating. And we got 2 more cognition points. Nice. Alright. So let's save it here because we're real close to the last room. Now, one of the other things you can do is, right now we're at a level 2 on the Tomb Awakening with 1 progress bar. If we were to just progress back through these other rooms that we've already explored, this would not advance. It's only if you explore a new room. So we could, in theory, just go here and not even advance it any farther. But I just want to get this last room. Because why not? Opportunity detected. Necron combat tactics, weaponry, capabilities illuminated. Study required. This chamber shows signs of having been the scene of a brutal gunfight. 2 Skitarii lie dead, with marks from Gauss blasts all over the wall. Alugais. Say a prayer for the fallen Skitarii. The cult Mechanicus exhorts its soldiers to memorialize their losses. Examine. Examine the chamber for data on the combat that took place here. Extrapolate. Salvage what gear you can from the dead. After all, it's a waste to leave it behind. Do we examine for more data, or do I take the gear? I'm gonna go with the gear. Oh, we got Blackstone, but we also got a Awakening increase. Alright, here's our last level. Let's go into it. Necrons reanimate 1 turn faster. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we get. Kill all enemies. Alright, so what do we have here? Let's see. This here, this little 5 bar, we need to get a Tech Priest over to that as soon as possible. Now, there's a reason for that. And I'll show you here. You're good there. We're going to pull that guy out. We're going to pull... Actually, let's take you there. That way you can just wrap around and collect that cognition point. Let's put you there. And let's put you there. And I think that's good for now. Okay. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I need to get... I think we're going to delay your turn until the end. End your turn there. Alright. So. I need to get you over to this. Now, these little terminals here, you can scan those. And when you scan them, you get blackstone. But after you're done scanning them, if you destroy it, and we'll just have to shoot it one more time, it drops the Tomb's Awakening level. And let's get a cognition point here. Alright, and let's end the turn there for him. If I go right there, I should be able to shoot you. Yep, there we go. Shot you. Get some cognition points from that. Alright. And end that turn. Alright, and let's pull you up to here. And let's just end your turn. So let's put a servitor down there. I'm gonna delay your turn. And I'm gonna delay your turn as well. If I put you... Where can I put you that you can shoot him? Oh, you know what? I can do this. Move you through here. You can shoot him. And then I can move you forward up into his face. End your turn. Oh no, I forgot about you. Ow. But he will, right there, what he did is he just did that ability that I purchased for him where our gauge was empty and he replenished one of our cognition points. So we're going to shoot you. That did 3 damage. And I'm going to end your turn. Now, let's pull you up here. And let's just damage you. Get you out of the way. Ah! You absorbed the damage. Of course you would. Up. What he did just there is because I had him in melee range... Hang on. Let me do this. Because I had him in melee range of this guy, when he tried to move away, he took the opportunity to attack him with his melee weapon. That's actually a good thing to sometimes keep them in range like that. End your turn, and we're just going to move you to here, I think. End the turn. Yep, scarabs. I was going to say, I'm like, there's no way it's just these 2 enemies. Let's put you here. You can attack them. Let's put you up here. You can attack him. End your turn. I'm going to delay your turn. And let's see. Rotate the camera so I can see, and let's attack you guys. Now, let's move you out of the way. 1, you'll get attacked, but that'll give me a cognition point. 2, it'll clear you out of the way so I can go and actually shoot them. Let's get some cognition. Pull you up to... Let's see here. Where do I want to put you? Let's put you... Ooh, no. I don't want to go there. Let's go here. Because I'll be able to still melee it. Okay. Now, because I've used my weapon enough, the little red bar here underneath, it's Machine Spirit charged, which means that it's going to do more damage. If you look over there on the right to the description of it, it says Machine Spirit. Destroy 1 armor and 1 physical armor. So it does extra abilities. So we're going to hit you. We're going to pull you back a little bit. Ow. Jerk. And... oh no! Yep, there you go. And the only one left should be these guys here. So we're gonna shoot them. Alright, I'm gonna pull him up here. We're gonna collect these cognition points. And then we're just gonna go and whack. And we're going to enter. Now we have another warrior down here that we have to kill. So I need to move you towards him. End your turn. And just to make sure you don't come back. And then move you forward. Enter. Let's grab those cognition points there. Let's take him out. I'm gonna end your turn since I already attacked, because you can't. Let's move you over here. So, uh-oh, and see that. All right, and then let's attack you. Enter. All right. Let's delay your turn. Move you to here. Let's see if we can't get you to kill him. Alright, he's actually got quite a bit of health, so we're gonna pull him down to here. Alright. And I'm going to melee him. Oh, that was a critical! No threats remaining. Nice. Circumstance evaluation. Confirmed disappointing. Necrons employ teleportation technology to achieve post-destruction disproportion. Interrogative. Where do the remains go? Fascination intensifies. Ugh. The words they use in this game are sometimes hard to keep up with, especially for dyslexic. Upon destruction, the Necron constructs vanish, leaving no samples to be collected. Archive. Pick grabs of the damage from the Necron weapons. At least this information may be of use. Abandon. Move on, hoping the next combat will yield usable samples. Analysis. Thoroughly search the chamber for any components that might have been missed by the teleportation effect. Let's go with analyze. Ooh, we got a scanner. Nice. Mission complete. The cohorts return from the tomb, frustrated by the lack of physical samples of Necron constructs. However, the data they have gathered on the phasing out of Necron's remains is illuminating in itself. Valuable data present. Past. Totality of human knowledge increased. Mission conclusion, positive. I cannot say I support your conclusions, Cavallo. Beneficial conclusion itemization follows. Necron disproportion witnessed. Enemy constructs destroyed greater than 0. Necron combat performance evaluated. Chances of functioning Necron available for dissection increased. My emotional cores are returning sensations of frustration and resentment, and I choose to acknowledge them. The lives of my tech priests are not there to be risked for the fulfillment of your desires, tech acquired. They are there to be risked for the acquisition of intelligence, learning, sacred knowledge. Your understanding equals approval. Alright. And we completed our first mission outside of the tutorial. And this here is our unit debrief. So, we lost 50 Blackstone because our one tech priest got damaged, and our other one didn't. And these guys don't count. We killed 3 regular Necron and 2 Scarabs. And we got, from the mission reward, this stuff here. Now, this is where that progress bar goes for the Awakening of the Planet. As we went through the tomb and explored, we progressed up to level 3. That 3 turns into a percentage on this bar. When this bar reaches 100, we're done. So, we have to complete as many missions as we can before that happens. So that's how that works. Now let's see how much Blackstone we got Canticles. Complete 1 mission without using a Canticle. Nice. 395 Blackstone. Alright, let's go take a look at our tech priests and see what we can do. Mega split. Alright. And like I said, we're training him to be our heavy. So, we need him to go down the ranged route. So we're going to upgrade him once, and then we're going to give him a piece of armor. Adds 3 to max HP, adds 1 energy armor, adds 3 to max HP, and adds 3 meters of movement, adds 2 to max HP, and adds 1 to energy armor, or adds 1 to energy damage. I kind of like the ability to give him the extra movement, because if he needs to be able to go and get close to an enemy in order to shoot for right now, I think that's going to be very, very needed. So we're going to do that. I'm going to get... you know what? Ooh. No, I'm going to go with the movement on him. Okay. Now, let's give him his gear, because we now have 4 augment slots. So we're going to, now that he's starting to get set up, we are going to give him his brand new legs, which, yes, the traditional, Adeptus Mechanicus spider legs. And we are going to give him his weaponry. He is going to get a macro scrubber, which deals acid damage as well as regular physical damage. But it takes a cognition point. He's also going to get his phosphor blaster. However, I'm also probably going to keep him with the power axe, I think, for right now, just because it's another weapon he can use. It does cost a cognition point. There is another axe you can get that does not cost a cognition point, so we'll worry about that later. I do not have enough Blackstone to upgrade Persona. But what I can do is... oh no, I don't have enough because I don't have any more augment capabilities. But I think what we're going to do next is I think we're going to put the Kuro Claw on. And we're going to get this here, I think. This allows us to collect all cognition points from one source with our servo skull, which is absolutely fantastic. That is going to be very beneficial for us. But first, we'd have to give him a piece of armor, which I am perfectly fine with. And then after that, then we're going to start going down the Engisir. That way he can start healing up the team and go and start doing all that. But for right now, I think that is going to be it for this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a good day.